The Ford ECG seat is able to do the same as the normal ECG. So you can, for example, see if somebody has a heart attack or if somebody has not a normal rhythm, and this signal could go to a special medical center, and then the driver could then get help from this center, for example, via emergency call or other things. The Ford seat would help that no accidents or not so many accidents would happen, and so the other drivers would also benefit from this special safety system from Ford. We think that mostly old elderly people will benefit from the system, but also people with known heart diseases could benefit from the system, so it is also for them a very important safety item. We can imagine that this system could be connected with, for example, the think system, and that with this system it is also possible to give special advice to the driver. The doctors can see if somebody, for example, has a heart attack or has arrhythmia, or, for example, other diseases like problems with the electrolytes and other things. It could be that this seat could give informants to the driver, but we think we would not need it, we would not use it, because we would be more on the safe side if this information goes to a special medical center and the advice comes from those people.
Originally, we were looking for a system to monitor vital signals inside an automotive scenario. And this was actually a transfer project from our research we did on stationary applications like beds and also textile integration for patients in the intensive care unit over in our clinic. So this was a natural transition from this scenario towards the automotive scenario. The ECG we measure here is not conductively coupled. It's a capacitive measurement, and the benefit and the advantage of this is that we don't have any electrodes attached to the body. So we can measure ECG through clothes, and we do not have to take clothes away or attach adhesive electrodes to skin. And that's, I think, a major advantage because it allows unobtrusive measurements. So a major problem, a major challenge has been motion artifacts, and still is actually. So if you do this, it's certainly difficult to measure. Second issue is triboelectricity, and that has to do with different layers of clothes which create static charges in between them. So we have to take care of that. So we deal with different body types and sizes, shapes, for example, of the torso by using different electrodes. We have 6 electrodes in the seat, and we can look for the strongest signal in between. So if somebody is tall, then we take the upper electrodes. If somebody is not as tall, we take the medium or the lower electrodes, or in between. So that's flexible. We tested the seat during test drives on the Ford test ground in Belgium. We also did quite a few tests on this test stand here with healthy volunteers, and we tested different clothing layers and effects of humidity and things like that in the lab, of course.